Last week was the most important week in Tech India this year so far. It is the week where India announced that we are here on the global tech stage with our very own semiconductors, with a whole bunch of activity happening in the industry of semiconductors. So much so that this week it was announced that the Ministry of Information Technology, MeitY, has approached the Finance Ministry with a proposal to develop India Semiconductor Mission 2.0 at a budget of the equivalent of $20 billion. Every bit of investment is worth it because this is what will keep everybody coming back to India in the world of tech. This week, of course, it's not as big as last week, but there is still a lot of news that you need to know so that you, my friends, can stay informed about tech in India. This is going to be a short video. Make sure to stay till the end. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, share this video with your friend, and that's all. Oh yeah, leave a comment because I love those. So OpenAI, yes, the ChatGPT parent company, OpenAI, is in talks with Reliance, Sifi, and a whole bunch of other companies to bring its Stargate project to India. The Stargate project is a large-scale public-private initiative focused on developing the physical and digital infrastructure needed to power next-generation artificial intelligence. Now, it would make sense. My prediction is that Reliance might be heavily interested in this or might be able to heavily support this because Reliance is building one of the world's biggest data centers, AI-focused data centers in Jamnagar. That was in the news 2 weeks back. Go check out my previous episodes if you would like. Speaking of Reliance, Jio Financial Services announces the incorporation of a reinsurance subsidiary in partnership with Allianz. Allianz is one of the leading insurers in the world, and Jio Financial Services is an up and coming fintech platform, fintech company, not a platform, fintech company. Yeah, because why not? OYO, the hospitality company, has rebranded to PRISM. I know as soon as I said OYO, a lot of you are smirking. Grow up. And those that are not smirking and who are wondering why the other people are smirking, leave a comment below. I will explain to you about the birds and the bees. This rebranding from OYO to Prism, the company says that it is part of its evolution into a diversified global travel tech, hospitality, and living ecosystem. All this is good. Let's not forget that OYO is approaching an IPO, and that is expected to be big. Speaking of IPO, two tech-related IPOs this week were Urban Company and DevX. Both are heavily oversubscribed. I mean, Urban Company is supposed to be more than 100 times oversubscribed. I'm not a finance guy, but this sounds like a big deal, being 100 times oversubscribed on your IPO. There are going to be a lot of tech IPOs this year. Stay tuned, but don't consider this anything you see on this on my platform or from any of my content. Don't take any of it as financial advice. In fact, be careful who you take your financial advice from. Just a bit of friendly advice, that was. Honda, yes, the company that makes the Honda City and the Honda Civic and a whole bunch of other cool products. Honda has announced an investment of 600 crore rupees to set up an electric two-wheeler plant in Karnataka. The plant will produce electric scooters for domestic sales and export and will obviously compete with TVS, which I think, and this needs to be confirmed, but I'm pretty convinced that TVS is the largest producer of electric two-wheelers in India at this moment. Speaking of electric companies, see, my segues are getting better. There was a competitor to Uber and Ola called BluSmart, which is an electric vehicle ride hailing company. A lot of you might remember this. They were operating at the Bangalore airport until recently. They've gone defunct and their domain name is up for sale. I'm not going to buy it, but if any of you are interested in starting a company called BluSmart, just think about it, okay? Don't rush to buy this. Yeah. Nemetschek. I don't know what the right way to pronounce this is. It's a German company. Yeah. But it's a global leader in the architecture, engineering, construction, and operations industry. Inaugurated a huge global capability center in Hyderabad. The facility will serve as a hub for advanced research, software development, and security operations center, which is a big deal. Cyber bros will know that the security operations center, SOC, is a very big deal. And general administrative functions with a capacity of over 250 employees in Hyderabad. See, we're getting investments from German companies also. Good job. RBI has fined PhonePe for allegedly violating norms related to prepaid payment instruments, PPI. The fine is 21 lakh rupees. It's not a big amount by any measure, but it's a symbolic amount, especially considering that PhonePe is also on the road to an IPO. By the way, this was not widely reported, but I found it interesting that PhonePe has initiated an ESOP, Employee Stock Ownership Plan, of close to 800 crore rupees ahead of its IPO. What does it mean? I'm not entirely sure, but it's something. Real money games were banned by the Indian government at the end of August. It's been almost 3 weeks. It's already been a whole bunch of news, a whole bunch of crying and sobbing and all that. 3 more companies in the news related to this. Games 24/7 is going to lay off some 500 employees. Zoopy, which is a gaming startup, is laying off about 170 employees. And the company is like, we're going to pivot into short form video. I don't know, TikTok/Reels competitor, I guess. And another Web3 gaming startup called Hike is shutting down. All of them directly or indirectly blaming the real money ban. Now, let's not forget why these real money games, online real money games, were banned. It's because they are basically gambling platforms. And kudos to the government for banning them. It did lead a lot of people to get addicted to them, to fall into debt to fuel their addiction. This led to mental illness issues. And sadly, trigger warning, sadly, many people took their own lives. So this is serious and it should never come back. I pray that real money games never come back. To close up with a bit of global news, the biggest news in the world of tech last week was the Apple event, iPhone 17 series. The iPhone 17 Plus doesn't exist, but you have the iPhone 17 Air. These iPhones largely made in India, starting at 80,000 rupees. Yeah, whatever. That's it for now. Like I said, this will be a short video. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. That's the only way to support me. And share this video with a friend and hit the like button if you genuinely like this video. I'll see you all next week. Peace.